Hey everybody, it's Sarah from Bright Stitcher. It's Tuesday, November 8th, Election Day. I hope you all got out there and voted. I hope you voted for who I want you to vote for, but, that's what it is. Nobody votes the same. That's the whole point, right? I have a finish, a couple whips, and some stash. All things that I had ordered over the last month that came in. I joined the Stitch from Stash 2017 group on Facebook, and I've already started, and I have not bought anything since October 25th-ish, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, in November, I'm doing the warm-up, trying November, December to not. I have not bought anything. My birthday is Thursday. My husband got a box in the mail yesterday from 123 Stitch. So unless he has taken up a new hobby, I'm pretty sure he got me stuff. But that doesn't count because I didn't order it. I just created a wish list. So, and as we've all agreed, gifts don't count. So I've done good so far. I've wanted to order because I want a Christmassy grime guard, like an 11 by 11 or 11 by 17 for my Winter White Santa. Because the only one I have is unicorns. So I want a Christmassy one, but I haven't seen one. I've been looking on Etsy. I've looked on Facebook in a couple groups, and they're either sold as a set with project bags also, and I don't need project bags. I just want the grime guard for like $10. I'd almost spend $25. So anyway, we put ourselves down to $20. I think I said 20 a month. I would spend under 20 a month. So that's my only thing. If I find a Christmassy grime guard I want, I'm going to get it because I want one. Because I think it's weird to stitch Santa with unicorns around him. It's a happy Santa, but it's not what I want. So, my girls are down here also around the corner whispering because they just, they're playing kitchen and they're being loud. And they're both home today. Abby was sent home sick yesterday from school. She got sick at the end of the day when they were getting their backpacks. So the nurse called me and said she can't come to school tomorrow. She's got to stay home 24 hours between sickness, illness, fevers. So she's missing day 4 so far of school this year, which I don't like, but sorry, I gotta hang now. It's irritating. And Elizabeth doesn't have school on Tuesdays. My husband's home today because he has a sinus infection. He has a doctor appointment. So our house isn't real small, but some days it feels like our house is really small. You know what I mean? You all know. Okay, so I have a finish. If you are friends with me on, well, no, you don't have to be friends with me on Facebook to see this. Stitch Mania. If you're in Stitch Mania on Facebook, you have seen this. I stitched this for one of my best friends. She just recently had to put her dog down. And she was really heartbroken over it. He was just old and tired and achy and just, he was old. So he was a big black lab, part lab. He was sweet. Oh, he was sweet. I love that dog. So I'm not sure what year he was born. She got him from a shelter she volunteered at. She got him in 2001. So I put on here 2001. Because I put on, that's when he was with her. He wasn't with her his entire life. The first year to 2 years, he was not. So anyway, she's going to cry. This is it's by Little House Needleworks. It's called Walk in the Park. And it is stitched with Classic Colorworks. Is it Belle Soy? The silk threads. It's only 2 skeins. I didn't use half of the skeins. There's still more than half of each left. And the chart is just gently used. I marked on it with pencil that I have now erased, and with erasable highlighter in a couple spots that I've erased. So if anyone wants the chart in this thread, I'd be happy to send it to you, just to pass it on. Because I don't have anyone else in my family with dogs that I'm willing to stitch something for, or care to stitch something for, and we don't have a dog. So if anyone wants this, send me a message on Facebook, leave a comment on here, and if there's more than one person wanting it, I'll just do like a little drawing or something. But the chart's very usable. It's just light pencil marks to write his name out that I have erased. So I'm sure you could work through that if you want it. Anyway, just let me know. Okay. Sorry. I started this earlier and my laptop. This app I use on my laptop to record apparently doesn't like if something in the background on a web page pops up saying, you know, you've got mail or something. It freezes and says, we cannot continue your video. Please unmute your microphone. And for some reason, I'm not willing to look into pausing and restarting. So I just start over. So things are backwards now. Okay, so Little House Needleworks, the ABC sampler, right? ABC samplers. I'm doing them all on one piece. There's 9 parts to it. This is part 2. I'm not moving fast. I work on it maybe an evening a week. I think it's all the repetitiveness of 9 houses and grass, and I've just already pooped on it. But I have the next 2 sets after this one, or 3, I don't know, 3, yes. Here's IJK, here's the recent one, Holiday-ish House. My only gripe is when I signed up for the auto ship, they set it up to send you all of the classic colorwork threads you need for each chart, not taking into account, I guess Little House Needleworks didn't look in and say, for this entire set, you will need 2 skeins of this, 1 skein of this. They just, if it calls for it, they sent it to you. So I am getting a lot of repeat skeins of browns. So if anyone needs some classic colorwork browns, muted tanny colors, in a few months, talk to me. I may have a lot of extras. They give you medicine? Good. Good. Glad they finally accepted it. Girls are upstairs somewhere. He's really sick this time. He went 2 weeks ago, and they said, it's not a sinus infection, it's viral. It's a sinus infection. So he's been fighting this for over a month. It's a sinus infection. I've been around it enough. So glad he finally got medicine. Okay. My other whip is Pine Mountains November Snapshot. Look at the turkey. Isn't he so cute? So cute. I love this chart so much. You know, November's the best month of the year. Because it's my birthday month. And there's turkeys. And sometimes it snows. And I love it. So this is what I have. I have the word November, part of a corn stalk, and part of a wagon. Just picked this up. This is Tuesday, Sunday. There is an error on this chart with the threads it calls for, all listed there. See that 920 copper medium listed? It doesn't call for copper medium in the chart. It calls for 977, which is golden brown light. And it's a big color difference because what the back says is that rusty color here. What it calls for is one of the gold colors in the corn. You clearly cannot. No. So when I ordered this off 123 Stitch a few weeks ago, and I had just added in the fabric it called for and all the threads. I just threw them in there. Didn't get one, so now I have to go look for that upstairs in my stash. I probably have it, but that's kind of annoying. So I know it's a misprint on their chart. It's not the store's fault, but still not fun. Okay, so I have some haul, and Some of this are things that I forgot to show on my last video because with the last video, I thought it had been right at a month since the one before, but no, it had been like 7 weeks. And so I had forgotten things in September that I had stitched on, and I still forgot to bring them down. So there's one thing of haul in here that is from a few weeks ago. But anyway, got a little bit of haul. I have no more stitching to show you. Yeah, so if you don't want to see some haul, talk to you later. If you want to see some haul, I got some stuff. And this will be very potentially my last haul video quite some time. So yeah, this could be the end of the shopping for a while, since I'm trying to not. I just sold a ton of stuff on Stash Unload. Like I had 64 pictures, I think, in that album, and a couple of them were front and back. So there were probably 55, 58 items. 3/4 of it all sold, which is fabulous because I just had doctor bills come in from my surgery. So that's always fun, right? Okay, so I got 2 new bags, and I got these on Stash Unload. The woman's name is Shirley something. Sorry, can't remember your full name. Shirley something. If you go on Stash Unload and type in Shirley and just scroll for the search and just scroll through, you will find these bags, and they're amazing bags. They are like $21, $22, plus a couple bucks in shipping. Okay, so it has the flat bottom, so it's wide. Look at that. They're big. It will hold an 8x8. It will hold an 8x11 Q-snap. I have an 8x11 in one upstairs. Zippered on the top. This one's holding my winter white Santa, except not my fabric because, and then here's the inside fabric. Because I'm using it on an 11x11 Q-snap and it won't fit in this. Shirley, I need bigger bags. But I really like this. But it's really good, especially for the Mirabilias, when you have your threads and beads, and you know, you get a lot. There's a lot of stuff to stick in them. So I got Santa, and I got a snowman bag for this one, I think. Yeah, fabric on the bottom, same as inside. Here's snowman. Pretty green fabric inside. I am also doing the Country Cottage Needlework Snow Place like Home series. Got the first chart. I got threads. And I am doing it on the called for El Blando. That's even weave. Just, it's what it called for. I figured, you know, keep it cheap this time. And the threads, I love that blue. But looking at the chart, this is what caught me. Oh, I can't, well, let me show you the picture. The chart doesn't call for this blue. It calls for DMC. And see the blue on the house? I mean, it matches that perfectly. But that's 2 different shades of DMC. But they have a darker and a lighter. Just alternating. I'm like, well, that's pretty nifty. But I'll use this. Blue topaz. Lead Dye Works. I'm so ready for winter. Oh my gosh, I love winter, and I can't wait. And it's still upper 60s this week. At least it's chilly in the mornings. Okay, I got this a couple weeks ago on eBay. Maybe 3 weeks ago. But it was for $5. It's the whole entire brand new kit. I also got a Santa Believe one also. They were selling for $5. These are like $14. Sure. Let's hope I stitch it. Okay, this is a set that I had gotten on Stash Unload. It's a 6-part. I don't know what year it came out. It's Little House Needlework, Sea to Shining Sea. That is it all put together. So the person that was selling them on, and they're done with silks, selling them on Stash and Load, had 5 of the 6 of the set. And it was a really good deal. Super, super good deal. Here's the Midwest. So there you go. There's my house. Except my house is not red. West Coast in the threads. They're real pretty. Really, really pretty. But it didn't have all of them. It was missing, what is this? The East Coast. So I got this. I was able to get this on 123 Stitch, except I had to pay full price for it, which was $16 maybe. The chart in the... I didn't mean to be flashing you the charts. Sorry. Here, I'll show you the thread. Whoops. Okay, so I got that set. I would really like to do this. Very much. But I got them for a really good deal. I want to say like $50 maybe, even with shipping, for 5 of them. I thought it was all of them. And then the person deleted the item off after I paid for it, so I couldn't even look it up to see, oh shoot, is there 5 or 6? Is there all there? So I had to wait for it to get here before I could go, oh, don't have it all. So that's okay. Hopefully I'll start this next year, because I don't have enough to stitch. Okay, this was a pre-order from that, was it the National show they just had in September? I ordered this. I love this so much. Arranging for Orchestra. I played the double bass through high school, and I miss playing it, and I wish I had not just used the spools, but that I had convinced my parents to buy one for me, which never would have happened. But I really wish I could pick it up again. But it has been 18 years since I've touched it, and I don't think it would sound the same. But I really love this so much. And I showed it to Abby, my oldest. She goes, it looks kind of weird. Thanks, kid. But it's lots of 70s oranges and olive in there. It's very 70s colors, isn't it? I'm excited to do that. I think it just calls for a basic. Oh, it just says 2 threads, design size over 2 threads of linen, 30 count, 6 by 4 inches. Oh, 30 count angel hair linen by Weeks Dye Works. I don't have that, but I'm sure I got something I can use. And then I got this on eBay, no, Stash Unload, a few weeks ago. And I got it for Abby to stitch for her. Okay. Final Frontier. I thought she'd like this one, or that one, or this one, because she loves Saturn. Did you know Saturn just changed colors? It did. It was on the news. They don't know why either. It's like purple and green now. So it's a chameleon. It's changing colors. There's your space news for the week. She wants me to do the astronaut. I'm like, really? It looks like I'm on the moon. Okay. So let's add this to my list of things to do. I'm sure I think they call for black. 99, really? God, she wasn't even a twinkle in her daddy's eye in 99. Spacewalk. He is, because I'm sure you want to know. If stitched on 14 count, 11 1/4 by 7 1/4, stitched on black Joe Blend. I know I've got some dark, you know what I'm thinking, is it Nymph that Leslie did? It's like a dark greenish bluish, kind of spacey. I might do that instead of a black. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever even start it. It was one of those, I saw it, I'm like, I better get that. Okay, so the last 3 things I have. I don't know who posted it on Facebook 2-3 weeks ago that 123 Stitch was having a sale on Picture This Plus yard fabrics. but thank you so much. But then, no thank you, because you helped me spend a large chunk of money. But thank you, because you saved me a large chunk of money at the same time. So, I got on there. Of course, they're 1 yard. 1 yard! But they were on sale for under $60. It was, they were 41% off, the ones I chose. I went with some neutrals, things I know. Ooh, this would work with Space Wall. Things I know I'll use. And then I figured, if anything, I could always cut them down to fat quarters if I need to, and sell a piece or two of each on Stash Unload. If I, in a couple years, I'm thinking, I'm not using this stuff, because this fabric lasts forever. I got Dawn, 32 count, 36 by 54. I cannot carry this. I'm like, this thing is so big. I never would have pictured me buying a yard. A big old yard of fabric. Anybody need some Dawn? Let me know if you need some. Be happy to cut you a deal. Okay, so it's more green than I expected. And it's the Belfast. For some reason, no. Yeah, that's one. I thought it was, I thought it would be a little lighter than this, like more of a chalky. Coffee. What do you think, Ben? If I stitched the astronaut with that, where it's black there, it would be that. Nah, that rock wouldn't work. Thank you, love you. There's a new creamer out. Coffee Mate? Marshmallow hot chocolate. I don't know if it was out last year, but our Price Chopper was just bought a few months ago by a different family in the area. And now they have that flavor this year, and it's amazing. And we just got a Starbucks in our Price Chopper, where our podunk little town has Starbucks now. But I haven't been there because there was 10 people deep when I went in this morning for milk. Like, I just had coffee anyway. But, I mean, Kansas City's. The other closest Starbucks is 10 miles down the highway. It's 10 minutes. Not like it's far. But now I have one in my grocery store in town. That's a pretty exciting thing for me. Because I've had no other coffee in town except Quick Trip, McDonald's. And we've had little coffee shops come through, but they'd never last a year. So the most recent one was, it was some weird name, like Top Dog Yogurt and Coffee, something. But they had frozen yogurt and a little coffee bar. Yogurt was good. And their pumpkin latte was good. I had that a couple years ago. Okay, so I got a 28 count ale. They don't say on here if it's, this is an even weave. I think that was an even weave too. I got ale. It's very man's khaki pant color, isn't it? But that's half. It's folded in half still. It's good. So, I know I'll use that. And I'm just thinking, I feel like always fighting up there. I wonder if this could work with that. It's hard to tell from the picture, plus the plastic. But I think, here's some other colors. I think that would probably work. I sold a lot of fabric on Stash Unload a couple weeks ago. A lot of fabrics that I've ordered a ton from Silk Weaver's Facebook page over the last couple years. And the ones I'd get in that the color is just so off from the picture, that they showed. Here it looks gray. I get it. It's like purple pink. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I expected. So those, I was starting to get a lot of the very same colors, like between the different dyers. Like sometimes the fabric of the month, you get a couple that are very similar to each other. Or I would have one that's an opalescent and one that's not, that's very similar. So I sold a bunch of colors, and I sold some neutrals that I have a lot similar of. Like I was in this brown phase a few months ago where, you go and you look and I don't have any brown fabric. So that's all you focus on looking for is brown fabrics for the month. And then you end up with so much brown fabric in different shades of brown, you still never have that shade you need. And then I got a yard of Legacy. I wanted to get a yard of Ancient. I really like Ancient, but I had a fat quarter of it that I just used half of that, so I used an eighth of. So I've still got a piece, and this is so similar. It's just folded. There's a fat quarter. I really like this, and it is this one's linen. So they didn't, yes, because I like the color of this linen more. The Jovelin, Lugana, the Even Weave of Legacy. There you go. Looks more orangish in the picture, and I was just afraid I'd get it and not like it. So 3 yards of fabric. It's a lot of fabric. But again, I justified it with if I really need to get rid of it, I know I can go on Stash Unload, and you ladies will take care of it for me. Because we all love each other. We love our stash. But it'll be interesting to see if some of these stores that rely on some of us, if they go broke next year. Because we're not buying. Try not to buy much of anything. We're taking the girls to Disney next year. We're starting to plan our trip. We're looking at next November or into January, the following year. Abby they'll both miss a week of school, and it's Disney. They can miss a week of school. We were just looking online yesterday at the different resorts and villas and figuring out what we want to do. It's so exciting. We want to stay in one of the places that's fun for the girls. But I told Ben, I said, we have to stay in one of the places. We have to have a sitting area. So many of the rooms are just, just a standard room where it's like 2 queen beds and a little table and 2 chairs. 2 little sitting, not comfy chairs, just 2 little table chairs. I said, I can't spend a week going in and out of this place and never have a place to really sit except on a bed. Because I know from our last trip to Omaha a couple years ago and having that problem, my back would be killing me. Like, I've got to be able at some point to just sit and just, chill. So, we're splurging. But we're looking at I think it's the Animal Wilderness Lodge, the villas, or it's Animal Kingdom something villas. They're really nice. They have like a little 1-bedroom. So it has like a queen or a king bed in the bedroom, and then in the living area it has a fold-out sofa sleeper and a fold-out chair. So the girls can either sleep in the sofa sleeper together or separate, and then a little, somewhat of a kitchenette, probably just a mini fridge and little microwave. I'm not planning on cooking there. I plan on, eating the gray stuff. It's delicious. But I went when I was 8, so it'll be 29 years next summer. I met Chip and Dale. That's it, the Chipmunks. I think I saw Goofy, but we never saw any princesses. Winnie the Pooh was performing on stage in front of the castle. We went to Epcot for one day and went to the Captain EO 3D film, which was really cool. I remember that being cool because the meteors and things like come out of the screen really at you, and people are, you're waving thinking it's going to hit you, whatever the thing was coming out. Oh, so we took the girls to see Trolls on Sunday. It's a really cute movie. It's so cute. And we So when I looked at the times, I looked on my phone, not paying attention that it said 3D, 3:15. So we get there at 2:45. Well, there's a 2:45 show, but it's sold out, or almost sold out, and the people in front of us didn't think they could get 4 seats together. And I'm like, oh, there's a 2:45? And then we realized, oh no, we're going to the 3D one. And all I'm thinking is, can Abby wear those glasses over her glasses? Well, she could. It was fine. But then I asked, can you see the movie? Apparently you can't watch the movie without the glasses on. It's blurry. Things are blurry. Like 2/3 of the screen is blurry. So we're all in there. I'm like, this will be fine. Well, I start getting a headache during the movie. Elizabeth takes hers off. She won't wear them. She wants to go home. She was getting scared by the Bergens that want to eat the trolls. The chef cook lady that's, the main bad guy villain. It was scaring her. So, but it was fine. But I won't ever go see a 3D movie again. It just, I ended up getting a migraine that night. We came home and we went and picked up dinner. I came home like an hour later. I was getting the aura on my eye. I'm like, never going 3D again. I don't need that. That was not fun. But the movie's really cute. Sorry, Mike. Quit moving the mouse! Somebody's moving my mouse upstairs and it's making my laptop go wonky. Let me pull that mouse out. Okay, so that was weird. Just weird things are popping up and my cursor is going around in the background. And I realize my mouse is sitting on the recliner upstairs. Someone's playing with it. So we're at 30 minutes.